Why does the world need an inexpensive tablet?
Actually, the world doesn't need an expensive tablet. What the world needs is inexpensive computing and internet access. And tablets become the de facto form factor for delivering that. People have been trying to do low-cost computers for a long time. The OLPC, One Laptop Per Child project, tried to get to a $100 laptop, and hundreds of millions of dollars of investment later got to a $180 laptop. Today, we're able to create tablets delivering computing and internet access for sub $50, sub $40. And we think that that empowers people, allows the opportunity to help educate their kids, allows access to content and commerce and communication, which is very, very powerful.
Mm-hmm. Talk about the relationship between technology and development, particularly for emerging economies around the world, where technology is going to provide new answers.
Well, you know, we do know with the success of mobile phones what's happened in the developing world. I remember that 7-8 years ago, when India had only about 50 million mobile phone users and China had 500 million, people will turn around and say that the masses are illiterate, that they won't have need for, and who's going to teach them how to use a mobile phone and things of that nature. And what we've seen is in that period of time, India has grown to 900 million mobile phone connections. The penetration of mobile phones is so broad that, you know, out of the 7 billion people in this world, 6 billion actually use mobile phones today. And we think that that opportunity exists for computing and internet. And the power that the internet delivers is unmatched.
Mm-hmm. You've taken the time today to come to the University of Toronto to share your message. How can the University of Toronto assist with the technology that's being developed?
I think there can be lots of different areas. If you just think of what happens when computing and internet becomes pervasive, there are a lot of opportunities that come up. There are opportunities to improve the technology, to improve and deliver a better experience. When hundreds of millions of new people or a billion new people start using the internet, there are opportunities around applications and content and things of that nature. So I think that there are huge opportunities for entrepreneurs that will come up. There are huge opportunities from a research perspective and the social impact of technology that will come up. So you know, the areas that the University of Toronto could take advantage of, or we could take advantage of with the University of Toronto, I think is very broad, all the way from technology to a social study on the impact of these things.
Mm-hmm. And I'm curious, you yourself are a graduate of the University of Toronto, but civil engineering. How does a civil engineer find his way along this path?
Actually, he has a brother who does computer and internet engineering, who does the work, and I take the credit for it. And what civil taught me was sort of the critical problem-solving skills that become valuable no matter what you do. You know, even though I'm not the technologist in my team, understanding how to deal with those problems, I think the foundation of that was created in civil engineering.
Mm-hmm. And tell me, the University of Toronto is certainly interested in preparing its students to become global leaders. What message would you have for those who are going to be leaving here in the not too distant future and hopefully becoming leaders in their own fields around the world?
You know, the world has become very open. The cost of travel has come down very significantly. Don't think of opportunities limited by any borders. Take advantage of opportunities that will exist globally. And you know, there are markets that are growing and changing in lots of ways. And I think that global outlook is very, very important. And my recommendation to new students and students that are graduating is that you know, sort of make the world their oyster.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me.